Hello everybody, welcome back. Today let's talk about gender dysphoria. I'm looking over there, that's where all my notes are because I made a lot of notes because this is a big topic with a lot of stuff to cover. First of all, the definition of gender dysphoria. So this refers to when you were born, a doctor looked between your legs and decided you're a girl or a boy. But if you feel the opposite, then that's gender dysphoria, okay? That's the medical part of it, okay? I understand there's a social part of it where if you do not identify the way that you were assigned at birth, then you're transgender, but we're talking about a different issue here right now. So for me, it is the gender dysphoria with a diagnosis on top of that, so I can medically transition to the opposite. So another term for this would be a binary transgender person, right? It is very different from not liking your body because maybe you're overweight, your ears are too big, your toes are too far spread, or whatever, you know. It is very different from that. So I have a wish to be recognized the way that I feel on the inside, and I don't feel like a slim person, or I don't feel like a person with smaller ears. You know what I mean? I feel like a man, and I would like to be recognized by society as a man. So for me, it's just lately getting much worse because I know I'm still waiting. I have to wait much longer. So how does it actually feel, right? In my case, I can only speak for myself. I heard very similar things from other transgender people. So for me, I'm very unhappy, for example, that I have such a round face. Like, there's no definition other than my double chin, of course, because I'm fat. But other than that, there's no definition. There's no facial hair. There are no edges, no Adam's apple. It's just very uncomfortable to be in this phase when my brain is expecting a different image. Then I'm unhappy with my voice. I have a very high voice. I mean, I don't have a squeaky high voice. I know I have a warm but female voice, and I cannot lower it or make it sound more male. So I will need hormones. I will need testosterone to have my voice drop and sound the way I feel it should. The only time I could pass kinda is like, let's say I'm playing an online game or in a voice chat and I pretend to be just a young boy prepubescent, you know, in that case, because I could then pass as just a young boy. But I don't want to pass as a young boy. I'm 33 years, almost 34. I would like to pass as my age man. So I'm very unhappy with that as well. I'm unhappy with my chest because I have a big chest, okay? Maybe too much information, but I have a D cup. So even if I bind, I will not be able to hide that chest, right? I can just flatten it a little bit and try to wear clothing that is very loose on top of that. So that's very, very, very bad for like my own image of myself. And I cannot really bind for medical reasons either. And of course, no chest hair. Like, I would love to have like a little bit of chest hair as well, you know. Then of course I'm also very unhappy with my bottom. Everything that's a sexual organ is just a problem for me. I do not want to deal with my bottom half. I would like the correct sexual organ there. I don't have it. I do have my periods and I really don't want them. They are very painful in my case. I know they are not very painful for everybody, but for me it's just not something I want to deal with any longer. I'm not planning to carry a child. I just want it gone, okay? And because I still have like a womb and stuff like that, I need cancer screening, meaning smear tests, meaning that I need to deal with this part of my body, which I do not want. So that's just a really, really big source of dysphoria, just using the toilet every day, washing yourself every day. I have to deal with it and I don't want to. Like, I just would wish that I didn't have to, you know. I'm also very unhappy with just my physical abilities. My muscle won't build as fast or as easy as it should. Once I get my surgeries approved, once I get my hormones approved, all of this will start to go away. These are all points that will go away at that point, right? But until then, I still have to wait for a really long time. So yeah, that's gender dysphoria for you. Like, that's as bad as it gets, I guess. There are people, transgender people, who will try or attempt to do surgeries on themselves. I know of people, I know of MTF, male to female people, who try to cut their private parts off. I know of female to male people who started self-harming on their chest. So this is a very, very real problem. You have parts that your brain just doesn't accept that they're there. It's not even a conscious decision that you say, oh, it doesn't look nice or anything. It's just your brain doesn't accept it. Your brain doesn't, let's say you're standing naked in front of a mirror. That split second before you look into the mirror, before you actually realize what's in the mirror, that's when your brain still expects something else to appear. So in my case, expects to see a flat chest, facial hair, an edgier face, a penis, which is just stuff that I don't have, right? Instead, I have the opposite, and that's making me very, very uncomfortable and very dysphoric. I do not want to go out. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to see strangers or get to know new people because just of that problem. This is something that will fall away once I'm on hormones, you know? I will feel that I can go out, I can meet new people, I can start dating and stuff like that, and be actually recognized as who I actually am, because I will look that way as well, you know. I know there are people who will say like, yeah, but that's a problem with society. Society is bullying you into transition, and I disagree, because if it were only about society and being accepted, I wouldn't transition right now. My friends are accepting me, my family is accepting me, my place of work is accepting me. The way I am, they are calling me Robert, they are calling me he, they're treating me like a guy. But for myself, it's not enough. I need to represent to the outside how I feel inside. So it is not society bullying me into transition. It is not a problem. I'm living in a country and in a society where this stuff is more and more accepted. So that's not the problem. The problem is that I need to change in order to represent what I'm inside. So yeah, that was it. That was a very serious one today, but I thought that since this is coming up quite a lot, I thought I'd just make a video about it. So yeah, thanks for watching. That was Gender Dysphoria 101, let's say, and I see you next time, hopefully with a bit of a more uplifting video. See you.